joining us. The weather has really turned since we came into January, so this morning we've got the perfect winter warmer in the kitchen.
Niall Sabangi from Claw on Dublin's Crown Alley joins us now with one of my top 10 favourite dishes of all time.
Oh, really, yeah? Chowder?
Chowder, baby.
Love it.
Always order on the menu, yeah?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Niall, you're going to do this so well for us, but what fish are you using?
OK, so we're going to use some pollock today. So member of the cod family.
Okay.
And I suppose the reason I'm using pollock is because it's a little bit more sustainable than cod. So try and use a more variety of fish rather than the same one or two fish that we use all the time.
Because it wouldn't be on top of people's minds to get pollock.
No, it wouldn't. Pollock and coley, you know, they're both from the cod family and they're delicious and they smoke really, really well.
Smoked coley is gorgeous and it's cheaper too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's by far cheaper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to poach this off. This is some lovely smoked fish from Sally Barnes down the wilds of West Cork, and she's just brilliant, really artisan smoker.
And what have you got? What's the poaching liquor?
So in here we just have some cream and some milk. I've studded a bay leaf, then with just some cloves and, I've studded an onion with some bay leaves and some cloves. Okay. And that's just going to poach through for a second too. This chowder is something that I came up at home because we generally always have odd bits of veg lying around the fridge, some potatoes, and it's literally a real-time chowder. So
stale bread.
And stale bread, always a stale bread.
Yeah.
But Niall, you did mention that sometimes chowder recipes can be a little bit complicated. So many ingredients that people aren't bothered.
So many ingredients, and they can take so long, and I find them most of the time to be really, really kind of gloopy and very, very heavy. Where this is really quite a light chowder. You'll see now.
And it doesn't take long. We can do it in 6 minutes.
Like this is literally it.
Can I just mention this knife, please? Look at this bad boy.
Beautiful.
I love it. And it's light as a feather.
Yeah, that's from Fingal Ferguson.
It's like Cork. Feel the weight of that.
Fingal makes some knives down in West Cork as well, actually. So what kind of grows together goes together.
Very good. So you're sweating off some leeks and some butter,
So sweating off some leeks. In some lovely Irish rapeseed oil.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'll just take a minute or so for them to...
My favourite veg.
Figure this one out again.
I love
Put it in
leeks.
everything.
Yeah.
Leeks.
Oh,
chicken
gorgeous.
and chicken pies I always put in.
I put it in the bolognese.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous. It's really creamy.
Yeah.
I love leeks, absolutely. I think they're just a super little veg. So they're just going to soften up there for a second too.
And you have some baby potatoes or...
So baby potatoes, and they're just pre-cooked, so any old potatoes and old roast potatoes that you have lying around your fridge will do perfectly as well.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Great leftovers dish.
It is actually.
Yeah.
Well, I like the way you're making it look easy.
So how long?
Well, it is.
How long do you want to poach that fish for now?
Just until it's cooked. So it's almost there now, and I put it in like about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And it's almost there now. We're going to put it into here now just in a moment.
Beautiful.
Just as that
And
kind
with
of
the
warms up a
smoked
little bit.
fish, how do you know when it's cooked? Because it's not really going to change colour.
It will change colour. I mean, it won't be as transparent. I mean, at the moment, now you can see
more yellow, is it?
the kind of texture there.
Yeah.
So it will go creamier and go a little bit whiter, just because butter, obviously,
Just because.
Just because.
You don't need to explain butter to us, Niall. Just do it.
Chefs. And what I've done is I made up some of this liquor earlier on. I've just put it in here just for the convenience of TV and whatnot.
And if you're going to batch cook this and make a big portion, how long will it last in the fridge?
I don't think you'd really make a big batch portion of this. You know, that's it. It's now ready.
Yeah.
So it's just so quick. I love this induction hob, don't I?
They're great. You're a huge fan of them.
One of our many chefs love
Ironically, we use induction at work, so you know, and then I come in here and then I'm baffled with this one, like.
We all are.
I think when you press that button, you open the curtains in the studio.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Really good.
The studio does what?
Let's put this up full blast and let's see if it starts to do something.
All right, well, it's bubbling away then.
Okay, so it's bubbling away.
And then these are the spuds are cooked anyway, so they're
the spuds are cooked anyway. So all we're trying to do is just bring some heat through
and soften the leeks.
You can see the fish is now already cooked.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Didn't take long at all.
And that goes straight in there.
It literally just takes a couple of seconds.
Smell.
I know,
Smoked fish. I wouldn't be the biggest fan of cod in the world.
Why
I
not?
don't know. What
about smoked cod?
A smoked cod, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just find it can be a little bit bland.
Yeah, I'd be the same. I wouldn't be a huge cod fan. I'd rather be the kind of darker.
It's the most favourite.
Dark fishes. Yeah, I think just people are
we a
really
bit
used to it.
lazy in our choices, do you think?
I think so.
I would steer clear of cockles. I wouldn't know what to do with them.
Yeah, beautiful Irish products. Again, really sustainable. These are beach rakes. They're lovely from over from Sligo. So with this, I haven't put any salt into it because the fish is quite salty.
Yeah.
And then the cockles then as well. As they open, they'll release a little bit of brine into the water.
And I presume they're only going to take a minute or so, are they, to cook?
Yeah, literally a minute or so.
So once they open, they're done?
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
So once they pop open, we're actually finished. I have a little bit of chervil here as well, which is just lovely. That kind of really light aniseedy flavour.
Gorgeous.
And a few little chivies.
I'll get this bad boy ready. Not that I'm hungry.
It's a meal in itself, though. I mean, it's very filling, and you're not going to blitz that down, are you?
No.
Okay.
That's
it.
That's it cooked. Like yeah.
This is a filling lunch, or this is dinner.
Yeah.
Or in our case, breakfast.
I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Breakfast of champions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, just give me 1 second. But let's just.
Okay, so the fish is done. Cockles need to open up.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to cook with cockles or you couldn't get your hands on them, what else would be?
You could use clams, you could use, you could put prawns into it if you wanted. You don't have to tie it down to anything. So if you have some smoked salmon in the fridge, you could throw some smoked salmon into it. A few mussels would be lovely in it. Again, as I said, prawns, anything at all that you have lying around the fridge. A little bit of bacon as well, fried off in the beginning with with your leeks would be lovely as well. So pretty much anything. So you can see now it's just a little bubble, and that's them open. So just wait for another 1 or 2 of them to open.
I love it.
So once you have the basics, you have the potatoes, you have the leeks, you have the cream and milk, and then you have...
and the cream isn't necessary. You can just do it just in the milk. I'm not going to thicken this, so I don't like the big kind of thick, gloopy chowders. I find them too heavy, and it's the same kind of flavour over and over again.
People spending hours making a roux, making a white sauce.
Is that flour? Is that why?
Yeah, flour.
There's flour in it.
Are we good to go, Chef?
We are.
He sounded very nervous. I wouldn't need it, but you go ahead.
You guys go ahead, though.
It looks so pretty.
No, it is.
That fish is falling
it's
apart.
definitely
Beautiful.
Yeah, you should just throw the lot in.
Yeah, just give us a spoon.
Sorted.
That's my bracket
Some spoons there.
And you want a few croutons, Chef, don't you?
Yeah, a few croutons just to give them a little crunch. And again, if you haven't got croutons at home, I'd often use like Jacob's crackers, the crackers in the fridge. Just give it a crunch.
New England now, the home
New England would,
have biscuits with it, as they
would, exactly, which is like a little scone.
So for people at home attempting this for the first time, what are the main mistakes that we'll make? And how can we avoid them? Just not leaving the cockles for long enough. If they don't open, you can't eat them.
Yeah. But there aren't many mistakes you can really make with it. The cracked pepper.
Beautiful.
Get your fancy knife there for the lemon too. Oh, you're going to grate in the lemon zest?
Just a little bit
of zest, baby. Bit of zest, baby. Right.
That is an easy chowder.
It's an easy chowder. Now, does it taste good? That's the question.
Thank you so much. And you can try Niall's chowder for yourself. There you go. The recipe is up on our website. You can call into him in Claw and Crown Alley in Dublin to try it if you fancy. It looks absolutely
right,
gorgeous.
up next, some tips and advice for asthma and COPD patients to negotiate the cold winter months. See you in a few minutes. Great job, Chef.
Cheers.